Hey everybody, Miss Drew's here with your warm-up for today. Today it is Math Monday. All right, so today I've got a story for you, a story problem that we're going to act out and try to figure out of what it is, if it's a part whole or what's missing, what we got to do to figure it out, okay? And then we have a second part. Speaking of part, we've got a second part right here where it's got some snowmans with the parts up here that they're holding and the whole is their body. Okay, so we will go to two different parts today. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with doing lots of switching on my screen. Sorry, my friends. Let's do the first part where we're going to solve this problem together. Okay, we're going to try to think of what's the missing parts, or is it missing the whole? We're going to fill in the part whole right here together. Okay, and I've got some things highlighted here because when I read through it the first time, I think I kind of have some thoughts. So when I read through it through you, we're going to see and double check and see if I've highlighted the right things. It might help me to kind of pick out those parts of the story. Okay, so whenever I see a story first, I kind of close my eyes, okay, and visualize. So while I read it, you can close your eyes and visualize. I don't even read the numbers the first time. So if you're in my class, you know, and you're used to me reading and I go, when I know that there's a number. So I'm going to read it the first time through and I'm not even going to worry about the numbers. I'm going to kind of pass over that because what I want to do is I want to visualize what's really happening in the story. Then I'll read it a second time where I can act it out and figure out my part whole today. And then I'll give you some time, of course, where you can go solve it and put in the missing part or maybe the missing whole today. All right. So if you like to close your eyes at your house or in the classroom, you can, and I'm going to read it to you to see what the story is about. There were, elves at the North Pole assigned to help make gifts. Elves were assigned to make gifts for Austin children. The rest were assigned to Round Rock children. How many elves will be making gifts for Round Rock? All right, open your eyes. So, did you visualize some things? Did you visualize some elves making toys, right? So for some friends who celebrate holidays, you might have Christmas coming up. If you don't celebrate, of course, you can just enjoy the story as well. So I even got an elf down here as me, okay, in my cartoon, my emoji. All right. So when I was visualizing, you might have been doing the same thing. I was thinking of, okay, they're at the North Pole, they're making their toys, and I saw a group of elves on one side of the workshop kind of working to make for Austin, right? Austin is a city that's a little bit further, right down the road from us, right? So they're making those gifts for those kids. And then I saw another group of elves, maybe on the other side of the workshop, making gifts for Round Rock, where some of us live, right? So there were two groups of elves. And so that's why I highlighted those things right there. I highlighted Austin and I highlighted Round Rock, okay? Because I think that's going to help us in just a moment. Austin was when I'm acting that out, and I even acted it out when I was visualizing it too, right? I thought and I saw that Austin group of elves over here making gifts and that Round Rock group making gifts over here. So there were kind of those two parts right there, right? Okay. So I think those are going to be my parts. Now I'm going to go read it one more time and see where to plug in my numbers or where to plug in my question mark of what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. So while I'm reading it, you can write it on your paper. And you can insert a picture on the first slide if you'd rather do writing on paper on your board, or you can click on the parts right here in the part whole and you can type in your answers too. Okay, so I'm going to read it through again and we're going to go pull out the answers and numbers. There were 52 elves at the North Pole assigned to make gifts. Was that one of the parts? No. That's the whole. That's the whole, people. There were 52 elves all together. Go write it down in the hole. 36 elves were assigned to make gifts for Austin. 36, that's a part. Go put it in the part. Can even match the colors, right? The rest were assigned to Round Rock. That's the other part. Okay, they even match the colors. But that's the big old question mark, okay? Because I want to find out how many elves are going to be making gifts for Round Rock kids, okay? So I've got 52 up here in the hole, okay? 36 for Austin. How many for Round Rock? So when I act that out, I have the whole, and I can take away a part, subtraction, to figure out the other part. Okay, so when you have that written in, your question mark was here on how many Round Rock. Now you need to Pause it and go do subtraction. 52 minus 36 to find out how many Round Rock. Okay, so go ahead, pause it, and finish that part up, then come back, and we're going to do a couple more mental math today too with part, whole. Okay, and when you come back, here we are. Okay, we've got some missing parts. Just like in our story, we had the whole of how many elves there were. We knew the part that was making for Austin, so we took it away, minus, to figure out the part of who was in Round Rock. So today we're going to kind of practice some more of when I know the whole and I take away a part to find the other part. Okay, but a lot of these I'm going to be able to do in my head. They're called mental math or fluency facts. Okay, so when you look at your snowman, we're going to do one together, and then I'm going to let you do the rest of them. Okay, it does tell you on number one, delete the question marks, so backspace on it if you're wanting to do the typing, and then to type in the answer. Okay. And I would do it on the slide. I would not try to do and draw it. It would just take more time to draw, but you can if you want to on paper. Okay, so you've got the hole in the belly of the snowman today, and then he's holding the two parts. Okay, so I have 7. I can take away a part to find his other part. So 7, take away the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is 2 left over. So I'm going to click on behind my question mark. I'm going to backspace it, of course, and put 2, and then move right on. All right, so I'm going to let you do the rest of your snowman. So remember, the part is in his belly. Okay, I'm going to take that part, take away sorry, I said it wrong. That's the hole. Okay, his whole belly. Take away the part that he's holding to find out the other part. Okay, all right, have fun with your part, whole, and see you next time.